Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your special message from Kali Ma. To do this reading, I will be pulling out from this deck 3 forms of Kali. See which one you're the most drawn to. If you of course prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp to that down in the description box. Alright, so I really feel like these are the chosen ones. Let's take them. 1, 2, and I actually feel this one moving. So I'm gonna take that as our 3rd form. So let's see what we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, this is your form of Kali. For pile number 2, this is your form of Kali. And for pile number 3, this is your form of Kali. If you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Lodolite, for pile number 2, you've got the green grass Jasper, and for pile number 3, you've got the Lapis Lazuli. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It will always lead you and take you to the right readings. So yeah, there's no such thing as too little or too many piles. It is all up to how you feel towards it when you take a look at your cards or crystals, of course. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your reading. And also note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys so that you can pick your piles using your signs. All right, after some shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. All right, so let's pull out our 4 signs. For pile 1, the signs are Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, as well as Pisces. For pile number 2, the signs are 1, 2, 3, 4, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, as well as Leo. And for pile number 3, the signs are Cancer, Aquarius, Sagittarius, as well as Taurus. So these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, and rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, of course, if you prefer to pick your piles using other placements in your chart, definitely feel free to do that. Your way, remember, is the right way. What resonates with you the most, how you prefer to pick your piles, what you feel is right for you, what you resonate with is the right way to pick your pile. This is the way your guides, or in this reading, Kali Ma, will be communicating your message to you. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your special message from Kali Ma. To do this reading, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested, as always, to know the names of any of them, you will find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. All right, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lodolite. Your form of Kali is Durga, Kalika. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Always follow your intuition. And if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your sign, you can always do that. All right, let's see what your message is today from Kali Ma. You've got the heart chakra with wisdom. You've got complexity. Interesting. That's a form of power. How can complexity be a form of power? I must take a look because I'm so curious. I can't even wait. Why is complexity a form of power? So that's in the category of accomplishments. So let's get into the category of accomplishments. There we go. And then we want complexity. There. So it says the human brain is wired to collapse millions of sensory inputs into efficient patterns and categories that allow us to move through the world with greater ease. That's how. And thank goodness for that. Without fast computing, mental shortcuts that tell us to stop at the red light or not cross the street if a car is approaching, every day would be a clean slate with overwhelming complexity. But when we only reduce all these inputs to patterns and shortcuts, we starve ourselves of the power of complexity, a celebration of the intricacy, diversity, and multiplicity within and around us. Complexity helps us recognize that life isn't simply black and white. Interesting. I just caught something here. It urges us to get curious and remain open to multiple possibilities and the vast unknown. If you find yourself thinking in binaries, invite in a wider expanse of complexity and allow yourself to sit with the idea that maybe things aren't so simple. How interesting. What an awesome perspective right off the bat. All right, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got mature man and wisdom, and it's all about thinking things through well. It's not all black and white. Okay. You've got bloom, and look at the crown chakra blooming, and look at the neurons in the brain. We were just talking about that. very cool pile number 1 I'm seeing as your message from Kalima. I really see she is inviting you to think well about something that is, you know how the yin is within the yang and the yang is within the yin, how there is this force between evil and good. In fact, Kali actually was born, she how was it called, she was born from the eye of Durga, which is the golden warrior goddess. She was born from the third eye, catapulted into the battlefield, straight into the battlefield, to help arrest the rising power of evil spirits. And so that was the setting of the ancient war between light and dark. And so just as we've read, it's not so simple, you know? It's not that's bad, that's good. In fact, Kali is the goddess of the planet Saturn. And Saturn is us going through a lot of difficulty, and we might hate these difficulties. But Kali is always there, just like Durga, which is a form of Kali, who is fierce and ensures the success of the soul. And so I'm getting the idea of, right off the bat, don't label the situation you're in your life at the moment as pure white, pure black, like a pure light, pure dark. There's so much you can learn from the dark. And sometimes there are things you want to grow out of in the abundance of the light sometimes. So it's not all black or white, light or dark. You want to think about your situation with a lot of wisdom. And to do that with the heart chakra, you really want to do it with an open heart. That can be done without any labels. But I still don't know what your situation is exactly. Let's pull out your tarot cards so that we get a full picture. This is just my initial idea. As we take a look at your cards, it just popped up right away. The idea of thinking about something so wisely, because it seems like you are maybe dealing with a lot of what we call evil, right? Or, oh, thanks. Wow, that was magical. What we see as bad. But remember, also another very special message that you're getting from Kalima today is that you don't worry. Yes, you are required to think well, and you're required to nonetheless fight this well and do what is necessary. But she will make sure she's there with you. Her energy is there to help you ward off this evilness and win. So there's no way that you're not going to win. You've got a fierce power with you that will ensure your success. And you know, another lovely thing about Durga is that she is known to be the unexpected victory that arises at the very moment where you are about to give up or you feel like it's all lost, just to win. It's like this unexpected victory that arises from this very moment. So another message that I'm already picking up is really a strong message of don't worry, I'm there, I'm around you, I'll make sure I'm here when things get tough. It's never, you're gonna win out of this, but I want you to think very wisely about it to move to the other side. So let's take a look at your tarot cards. You've got Temperance, yeah. Move in balance. So it says, carry fire in one hand and water in the other. You see, that's exactly the energy. It's like, don't label anything as bad. You know, if we look at fire and water, we say, oh, fire is bad, water is good. You can drown in the water. The fire can help you to light up a dark room, can help you cook, right? So it's all relative, really, what's bad and what's good at the moment. And that's why you need to think about it. You've got the Nine of Cups with, and so she drank her fill. Again, I'm getting this idea of you will win, you will be fulfilled, you will be happy. It's a process you're going through, but there's no question that you will drink your fill. You've got the Four of Cups with missed opportunities. You've got the Four of Swords with a safe refuge. The Ten of Wands with what oppresses the good. The Five of Cups with I run out on every side. A lot of spilling here. And there is missed opportunities. How interesting. All right. What oppresses the gods? The good, sorry. What oppresses the good? It's kind of like it's growing and choking its own tree that is helping it grow in the first place. How interesting, right? Oh, okay. Let's pause there and take a look at your cards. It looks like you are in a complex situation, and this is what Kalima is discussing with you today. She wants you to know that there lies a huge opportunity in the very energy that you could be suffering from at the moment. And you don't want to miss this opportunity. In fact, you're already at the moment, the more you're not considering it, you continuously are losing so much opportunity, and you could be, without realizing, because of what you're not seeing and the imbalance going on, you could be choking without realizing the very thing that is at the moment giving you life, or giving you that opportunity, or giving you power, maybe even power to survive. And that's why it's such a complex situation, because it's almost like the very thing that's giving you life is the very thing at the moment that could be choking you. There's where the complexity is. And so you don't know what to do. You really don't know what to do. And I feel like you could be labeling it, that's bad, but that part about it is good. What if it was the other way around? Or what if each side of the equation of what you feel is good and what you feel is bad has both a good and a bad side, just like the water, and the other also has a good and a bad side, and you're invited, if you reflect well, to look at the good from this side as well as the good from that side, so that you think clearer about the situation and look at what you call bad on this side and bad on this side, and see how you can face these fears, how you can transcend this karma, how you can transform, because that will lead to a lot of transcendence in your situation. It's like that opportunity that if you saw through it well, you'll be able to grow out of your situation. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. So the two balances. Let's say this is the side that you call good. This is the side that you call bad. We'll turn it the other way. Actually, I have an idea. We do this, right? So this is the side that you call good. This is the side that you call bad. If you reflect on each one, you will find that there is a benefit, a great benefit to it, and something that's not so much of a benefit, and or a missed opportunity. And on the other side, there's a huge benefit, and there is a missed, we'll call it missed opportunity, just as we're being guided in your reading. And so if you're able to identify well what your opportunities are, you'll be behaving in a much different way towards them, and you'll start focusing on what you can get out of them. And what you're labeling, what is the missed opportunity, if you think about, where is my missed opportunity in the thing that I like? What is the missed opportunity in the thing that I don't like? That will also reap you benefits. And thinking of it this way will somehow allow you to prevent the lost opportunities that are falling from you every day, spilling from you. It's like a whole barrel of abundance that you can drink out of that's being lost from every side. And this will be the very thing that removes the choke, what's choking this situation. Realizing these two aspects, in the good side and the bad side, the missed opportunities and the good thing about them, will unwrap what is choking this situation in the very place, will take you out of this huge difficulty. Because the Ten of Wands is the energy of carrying something so heavy, but it's also the end of it. It's like the heaviest, it's like the pinnacle of that energy, but after that, it's released. After that, it's no more. And you will be able to figure this out. It says complexity, and you've got a message from Kali Ma that you are also a very intelligent person and you're very well connected. All you need to do is just begin to think about it. Put your heart into it. Open your heart. That's all you need to do, to open the heart. And when you open the heart, you'll instantly start to connect to this energy right away. And you will blossom as a person. And you will find so much benefit from the situation. And rest in the knowing that in this situation, no matter how difficult it is, ready or not, here I come. I believe that Kali Ma is telling you, no matter how difficult this is, do know that in the midst of you giving up, when you're trying so hard and feeling like you're gonna lose, she will be there making sure that you win. When things are difficult or out of hand, rest assured, that's one of the most important cards you're getting here as your message from Kali with the Four of Swords. Rest assured and stay calm throughout this whole process, knowing that she's there with you. And whenever you feel like it's too heavy on you, it's too difficult, you might not win, you will find that energy catapulting into your life, erupting, catapulting into your life, making sure that you are protected and that you are going to win. Every time it closes down on you so bad where you're like, oh, it all seems lost. At that moment, you will see unexpected victory. Your message is very, very clear today. There is that's the Kali energy. You go through the difficulty to get exactly what you wanted. And right now you're figuring out things through the complexity. You're gaining wisdom from the situation. You're maturing. You're learning how to think about things and how to not fear things like that later on, or how to go through this difficult situation moving forward. So that's like training for you, and you will be very fulfilled. My dear pile number one, you will drink your fill and you will be very happy, achieving the very thing that your heart is desiring. So yeah, I feel like Kali Ma wants you to figure this out, because it's kind of like nobody can teach you that. It's something that you can only figure out to get the sense of it, how to deal with the situation when it arises in your life. You become some form of expert on it. And I just noticed, look at the trident right there. And the card right under it has that trident on top of the head as well. Can you see that? And that kind of looks like it as well, doesn't it? In some way. So it's kind of like figuring it out, becoming strong in that difficult situation, where it no longer, it's like figuring it out. It no longer becomes something that you struggle through. It's something that you know how to deal with easily because you figured it out. And there are many things in our lives, if we think back where we genuinely didn't know what to do in certain situations, and we've learned through life, and now we do it so easily. We know how to deal with it. There were things where when we were absolutely frustrated, didn't know what to do, and now we just do it so easily. And it takes time for these neurological pathways to connect and make sense of things. And so you will get the sense of how to balance that energy, because it's not absolutely bad, it's not absolutely good, or what we call as good and bad. It's learning how to handle both at the same time. That's when you know that's when you will handle the situation well. You will master it and know exactly what to do. Right, let's continue and take a look at the rest of your cards. The sun and the moon, the balance, together and forever. So you've got the Lover's card. These two energies must come in harmony together. They must work together for you to go through this complex situation with ease. They must come together. The choice must involve these two and learning how to deal with these two energies. You've got the Queen of Cups with visionary by nature. Yeah, there's something about you being highly intuitive and very smart, highly connected. And the more you connect to that energy, the more you'll just figure it out. Just open your heart to especially the things you call bad and evil, to think, what are they providing you? You've got the Seven of Cups with everything unknown appears magnificent. Interesting perspective. And you've got, on one side it's benefic, and on the other side it's malefic. You see that, like, on one side it's good, on the other side it may not be seen as good. And so the key word here is fortune to the planet. Learning how to balance between these two energies is something that will be beneficial in every area of your life. When you learn to think in that way, choose to think in that way, what is this teaching me? Where's the good there? How can I make use of this missed opportunity in what I call bad? Oh, it's learning to call it missed opportunity instead of that's bad. Asking, what's my missed opportunity there? What am I supposed to learn? How can I make use of that energy? Or what can I learn from it? And let's pull out your last two cards here in this row. You've got Chimera. Interesting, it's in the Two of Cups, but we've got the Lover's card here. In any case, it says all holy and divine things. It's in the Two of Cups, the Chimera, the red wings, in fact. And it reminds me again of harmony, bringing these two energies, working in harmony together. That's the divine energy, because it's the oneness, right? And that's the trick. That's the whole trick in life. Whenever you find yourself in a difficult situation, especially this one, but in any difficult situation where it's complex, you must realize that there's something to learn. That it's complex because we're not harmonizing what we call evil with what we call good, and seeing the yin in the yang and the yang in the yin, and to ask, what is the missed opportunity in the thing that I'm not liking, so that it becomes satiating, to bring these two divine energies into harmony. And seeing the good and the bad, or the missed opportunity, that will bring fortune to your situation and to every single situation that you go through in life. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Wisdom, oh my God, is of greater force than destiny. And it's very clear. When you have the wisdom to be balanced and to do the right thing, that force, because that's the force of oneness, that's one of the strongest forces. It's that unity, it's that vibration where you become one with divine energy. It is a force that is stronger than any destiny you're going through. So whenever you find yourself saying, oh, this is stronger than me, even if it's something small in life or something huge in life, this is bigger than me. This is something that I can't handle. This is definitely going to win over me. Remember, when the evil spirits were rising, that's when Kali was catapulted, birthed into the battlefield to win, to arrest this rising power. And so all I'm trying to say is that this unity and understanding how to handle these two forces is the greatest wisdom, is the greatest energy that will help you with a force that is stronger than destiny itself. And because you haven't figured it out yet, thinking that what is bad, it will always give you, with the Seven of Cups, this illusion that without it, everything is going to be magnificent. Everything's going to be good. But that's an illusion. Because if you don't figure out this energy, uniting them, you will always be going through that energy, even on the other side. When you're in the yin, there will be the yang within the yin. And when you're in the yin, there will be, and when you're in the yang, there will be the yin within the yang. It's something that you must figure out, and it's going to be one of the biggest wisdoms that you have that will help you through everything in life. Bringing these two into harmony together. And as Kali has specifically showed you in today's reading, is to get into a safe space of resting, knowing that she's there, knowing that it's not going to choke up on you. No matter how bad it is, this is the time to think, weirdly enough, where's the missed opportunity? Is there something that I should learn? Is there something that I could use? Is there something that I could do? What is my missed opportunity there? And on the other side, where is the good maybe spoiling me a little bit or making me inactive in something? Where is the lost opportunity there as well? And what can I do about it? With that type of harmony and thought, you become a rising power, and nothing can beat you in life. Not this and not anything else. And it's an opportunity to develop that, because you're highly connected, you're very intelligent, and you can figure it out. And so use that to your favor to unite these two energies, because that will cause huge transcendence even in your lifetime. Because the Temperance card, if you choose to do that with the Lover's card, the Temperance card is a card of alchemy. And that's when the soul learns how to transform regular metal into gold. Meaning it learns how to transcend, and through that learning, you learn so many things: magic, power, healing, and so many invaluable, priceless things as you go through that journey of transcendence. And this is why it is so important for you to be left to figure it out. When you feel like it's going too tight, remember that your force will be greater than any destiny. And also remember that Kali Ma will be there protecting you. And so rest in peace, knowing that you will never be left on your to lose in this battlefield. Okay, so finally, I want to ask about your Nine of Cups. How is this leading to your wish fulfillment? What is this wish fulfillment? The Three of Cups, in the delight of the gentle air. You've got the harp. Wheel of Fortune, wow. Fate shall show you the way, and fortune will favor you. Absolutely. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles, security, comfort, and contentment. I feel like your reading is so specific. In the delight of the gentle air. I feel like, first off, You will be satiated in knowing that this rough situation that was so heavy has now become light and gentle. And it goes from something that was choking your energy and something that was so heavy and feeling bad to something that's full of delight, full of enjoyment. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration, where you finally celebrate the joy of reviving from this situation. And it's very clear with the Wheel of Fortune that fate shall show you the way. Now you've changed your destiny, and fortune will favor you moving forward in your life. You will, the Nine of Cups is also here representing not just fortune being in your favor, but it's also presenting security, it's presenting comfort, it's presenting contentment, it's presenting opportunities, grand opportunities coming your way. Very clear and very specific. I feel like you're going to be living a delightful life that speaks to your heart. A life that pulls at the strings of your own heart gently, where you feel so happy living it. Because now you feel like you are yourself's power and you're not waiting for any power outside of you to help you in your life. You will feel so secure because you now know how to handle the situation. And that's great maturity, and that is great power, and that is what you're being taught at the moment through the situation that you are going through. So open your mind a little bit, especially to the things that you're avoiding thinking about or haven't put much thought towards because you think it's complex and you think it's bad, that you should fully avoid it. And while if it's dangerous, you should of course fully avoid it. But just like the fire, what can you learn from it? And what can you make use of it? And just like the water that you're enjoying, too much of it could also be not beneficial. And so it's a time of great reflection and great growth, where you gain power to be your own security. And that's the power that Kali Ma is teaching you in your reading today. The special message from her that is meant to reach you right now in that phase of your life. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your special message from Kali Ma. We've got two cards from this deck. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, do note that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful green grass Jasper. Your form of Kali Ma in today's reading is Sri Bala. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, and Leo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their pile as well. Follow your intuition. And if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your zodiac sign, you can always do that. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards first and see what your special message is today. Right, so you've got thoughts. Okay. You've got pure nature. And looks like a child here, just like Sri Bala. Something about your inner child. Okay, you've got the sacral chakra with service, and that is perfect. Seeing an older lady in the sacral chakra with a younger lady here, this is exactly what Sri Bala is. She's the divine child with wisdom beyond her years. And I feel like you were drawn to this pile because this is how you are identified by Kali Ma in your reading. Okay, you've got, and I see something about you blossoming into your power these days. You've got forgiveness. And you've got gratitude. Very interesting reading. Is she thinking about her parents? Not sure. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. This way we've got a full picture of what your message is. Oh, there's the child with the Fool card. Truth, representing truth. Representing her hypocrisies. So something about your inner child for sure. All right, you've got representing, no, not truth, silence, secrecy. All right, you've got the Ace of Wands. The Four of Cups with blended pleasure. The Chariot. The Princess of Swords. Do we have space for one more? Yeah, we have space for one more. And you've got Temperance. Let's inspect your cards first before we pull out any cards. There's something about potential with the Ace of Wands. There's something about what you can create and your potential. Because you are seen as an old soul, someone who's got so much potential, deep knowing, has the capacity to attain fruition, then those around you recognize. And so you're getting a strong message of believing in your vision, believing in your desire, going after your desire, even if you feel like you may not make it or that you may not have enough, because there's something very interesting about Sri Bala. She's the balance, or rather combines innocence, pure-heartedness, but also fearlessness. That divine energy. And there's an infamous story about her wanting to get into battlefield and win over these evil forces and these demons. And her mother, Lalita, was very fearful to let her follow her passion to do that, because at the end of the day, she's a child and she's vulnerable. But Sri Bala kept convincing her that she just felt it. She knew she can do it. And so that's the idea of having a much greater capacity than the others around you recognize. And so after long convincing, her mother gave her her blessing, gave her her armor, and she did get into battle, and she presented abilities that no one can believe, and she did masterfully kill these demons. And so there is something, a strong message here about following your thoughts. You've got a very strong inner child who obviously is beyond the years, beyond the natural capabilities that most children have That's your truth. You have the capability to break out of the fences, to move beyond what others have created. It's that energy of alchemy, of being able to create what you put your mind towards. And so, speaking of the mind, you are being guided to follow a thought that you have, an idea that you have, that you're quite passionate about with the sacral chakra. Part of you feels like you can do this. The other part of you feels that maybe you're too innocent for it, or maybe you haven't been in that situation before. You may not possess all of the tools or experience to do it. And so you are guided to not just follow that thought that you have. You're also guided to begin it in silence, in great silence, and to not tell anyone around you. Maybe due to, I'm guessing, maybe this is to protect you from anyone convincing you of otherwise, because you're constantly being shown as fierce, as strong. You've got that divine, strong energy in you, that fearlessness. And so follow that, and you shall win in that. And it's a time where you are guided to believe in yourself, even if no one else does, especially in this crazy idea, because you will be able to manifest into reality this grand idea that you have. And you are guided to believe in it and to start moving forward towards it. You will be really surprised at the type of things you can achieve, and most importantly, the type of power with the sacral chakra that you have, along with the wisdom of just knowing where to go, how to do it, what to do. It's exactly the same as looking at a child full of wisdom beyond her years speak and discuss and bring sense to a situation, and where we laugh and say, oh, look at the little child and how she's been able to find the wisdom in this. How didn't you figure it out? So you've got so much more wisdom and abilities and passion and may I say even mastery without you knowing. Perhaps you've gotten that as your soul evolved over the past years. You possess great power. And I really feel like you are guided to go through it with blended pleasure here in the sacral chakra. You are guided to go through it with great pleasure. But there's something about pleasure of servitude here. I remember. Hold on, let me get the guidebook. And also take a look if these are her children or her parents. I cannot remember. I just remember servitude, if I'm not mistaken. It says, I attract to you whatever you desire. If you give up your desire. It's like, don't be too attached to it, kind of thing. So, oh, her children. Okay. So in any case, here, yeah, her children. Here it says the energy here is one of manifesting through being of service. Exactly. This card indicates a steadfast ability to stay the course emotionally and create something sustainable and lasting. It can also bring to light not seeing or valuing what you have. Exactly. So it's both aspects of valuing that great energy, the energy of creation, by the way, the sacral chakra, and along with the energy of servitude, of being in service. So blend these two energies, the passion of doing what you're excited to do, to recognize your powers, along with the pleasure of being in service. So maybe your idea is going to help others somehow. And this idea, just like Bala, is speaking to you. It's moving you to do something. You feel it in your body. You really feel like it's time to move. And so follow that idea. I'm not sure yet what forgiveness and gratitude are showing us here in the context of your reading. But we'll find out, of course, in a moment. For now, I feel like you're ready with the flower blossomed here. I feel like you're ready. It's ripe. That energy is ripe, and it's time for you to go to that battlefield or that new environment or that new place to do that new thing that you are excited about. So I'm wondering, what thoughts are you having, just out of curiosity, so that I'm able to just follow along? Like, is this a desire that you have? You've got the death card here. My God, the embryos. This, like, the child is ready. You're really ready for this. Oh my God. Okay. Like, you're ready. There's an energy transforming within you, by the way. And you can see it because it's turning into a snake, and it reminds me of a Kundalini rising. I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just saying that some energy within you is greatly shifting. It's greatly transforming because you're now ready to follow that thought. And so I must trust that although I don't know what that thought is, I'm at this point going to trust that you know what this reading is referring to. What is this desire? You have a strong desire these days, kind of pushing you towards something. And this desire, either in itself, is going to be in servitude of, towards others, or that it's going to help you later on be in servitude towards others. Let's pull out one more card. 10 of Cups. Perfected success. Yeah, all I can tell you about your thought is that it's running within you. It's running within your veins. You just know that this is something you want to do. Follow that in silence. And all I can tell you as well with the 10 of Cups, perfected success, as the card shows, that you're going to achieve this into real life with great success. Okay, thank you so much for the clarification. Let's continue with your message, my dear pile number 2. You've got the King of Wands. Can you see your card? I'm so sorry. There we go. The King of Wands. You've got the Princess of Pentacles. That's the Page of Pentacles. This might be a problem with YouTube. Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Princess of Pentacles. You've got the Four of Pentacles with earthly power. You've got the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. You've got the Seven of Wands with valor. Whoa. Oh, cool. Yeah, jump into that. You've got the King of Swords. You've got 3 kings. The king that's missing here is the King of Cups. It's like everything is ready to its full energy. Your desire, the earthly power or the resources that you have, your intelligence and mind and wisdom and skills, it's all there. What's missing is the heart. To follow your heart. Follow that call. Another thing I'm thinking about with the King of Cups missing from the table is the forgiveness and gratitude. It looks like the King of Cups is actually not on the table. You're not following through, yes, of course. But I feel like your heart is a bit sad. Maybe some of you recently have lost a parent or a loved one or a sibling or a child, but that's very specific. But maybe you are sad because of what a close member has done. Again, very specific. Or maybe what a child has done to you. or just some form of sadness about something. I feel like it has happened a long time ago, and you're guided with that fourth element, that to bring the King of Cups here in the energy to make all of this work, is to release that sadness. I feel like you're getting a strong message from Kali Ma that a long time has passed because of this sadness. It's time to release it. If you find it in your heart and you are capable of even forgiving, release and forgive the past. Because the past has made you who you are today. And there comes the gratitude part of this reading. That's why the King of Cups is not here, at least yet. And so, yeah, there is a strong message. Your sacral chakra is strong. It's pushing you to do something. But do you feel there's an illness here? There's an energy that needs to be released for it to be in full power. Now I understand. For it to be in full bloom, so that you can be ready to move this. It's like your sadness could be weakening you a little bit. And there needs to be a new page. To release the past in the past and to feel gratitude even towards the very things that the past has given you. What has it made you become today? What did it teach you? What have you learned from everything that has happened? It's taking the good things from this situation and vibrating in the energy of gratitude. That will really give you the power to follow through. Because here, I feel like this whole row is a row of Kali Ma showing you a mirror to yourself so that you can see who you are. Perhaps you can see a little bit from it. And maybe you're with this flower not being fully blossomed right in front of her. You kind of know that you have this energy, but you don't see it for what it fully is. And so let's take a look at your cards here and see your description of what you're missing here about yourself. Let's take a look at the kings first. The King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. The kings in Thoth are the fiery aspect. And so the King of Wands is the fiery aspect of fire. The King of Pentacles, the fiery aspect of earth. And the King of Swords is the fiery aspect of air. And so here it shows that you have more power than you think you do to achieve this dream. You are the manifester. And with that type of power, as you can see, you can draw many opportunities towards you that you do not yet see. That fiery part of fire, it's like getting into the battlefield and killing it. And that's exactly what Sri Bala has done, getting into the battlefield and killing it. And so you may not be fully aware of your potential until you are in it. You feel it. You feel like you can do something. But when you're in there, the passion, the confidence, the power is all gonna emerge. That fearlessness is all gonna come out, and you will be successful in that endeavor. Is exactly what I see Kali Ma describing you as, letting you see and know. And this is why you're guided to follow your heart. And of the pentacles, we see 3 here. The 3 of Pentacles, I believe they're forming a message together also about you. We did talk that the kings are the fiery part. And so the fiery part of Pentacles is like the what is it called? Producer of life. with the fire, along with the pentacles, considered as the agriculture, that's where the producer of life, giving life to something, having the capacity to bring things to life, because you have the resources needed for that wish to come true. And so with earthly power, use all of the resources that you have. And to do that, you need to think about it with the Princess of Pentacles. The princesses in Thoth are the airy part of the element. So the air of Pentacles is to think, what resources do I have? I can use this, I can use that, I've got this, I can ask this person, I can use my connections, to think, what resources do you have, and to use them wisely and well. And through that, you will be able to make that happen, to create that wish into existence. And finally, you are being described as someone who's very courageous, that nothing can stand in your way, because you've got valor here in the Seven of Wands. Nothing can stand in your way, no matter how many obstacles will come in your path. I don't want to say you won't even notice them. You will, of course, but they will not take time for you at all to crush them, because again, the King of Swords is the fiery part of air, and that's represented by the wind to move and crush anything in front of you. And so I'm seeing you being described as that energy that crushes through everything. Nothing will stand in your way between you and the end goal that you have in your mind. And so follow that, and once you begin, you will move there and create that quickly, and you will win in that area. And to have all of that power working for you, surprisingly enough, it doesn't even start there. It starts with forgiveness. There is the advice of moving past the past, letting the past go, release it, and to fill your heart with gratitude, with all of the things that you have today. Let's explore this part further, because it seems to be the important part of your reading, signified by the King of Cups missing from this equation. But do you see, if you put your heart to it, if you put your mind, to it, you will be able to birth it. You will be able to manifest it into existence. All right, so let's explore that part. You've got the Six of Cups with pleasure, the Three of Cups with abundance, you've got the Four of Swords with rest from strife, the Three of Pentacles with material works, the Eight of Pentacles with prudence, and I feel like this one moved. Let's put it right there. The Five of Pentacles with material trouble. Interesting. So, Six of Cups, by the way, is a card of the past. And so I feel like your message here definitely talks about inner child. Six of Cups is pertaining to the inner child. That from now on, moving forward, you're guided to think with pleasure when you go back and think about the past, especially about childhood. That now that you've let the past in the past, and you've been grateful for everything that it has given you today, now is the time to tap into the energy of abundance, gratitude, and pleasure. When you visit the past, think now of all of the positive memories that you have, the pleasurable memories that you've had, and think of the great things that happened to you, because this will tap you into the energy of abundance in your life, especially from that time where it could be the core, the center, that could be exuding the energy that is providing the most weakness in your energy field today, or bringing that illness or weakness to the sacral chakra. That's why the king is missing here. And so this needs to be revived and to go back to the core, maybe the inner child, and to heal, to release, and from now on replace those memories with remembering, taking the time to remember the pleasurable things, the times where you were abundant, even within the troubled time, and especially within the times where there was trouble. To look at the positives that happened to you during that time, as you can see, will give you your rest. And Jupiter is a card of expansion. And so you will find great rest in your heart. If when you visit the past, especially during the troubled times, so not only visit the good memories, which is what you're guided to do, but when you do visit the troubled times, reverse the thoughts by thinking about, oh, well, at least, that was in place. At least that I was protected from this part. At least that happened, and so on. That will tap you in to the energy of abundance. And most importantly, will give you peace and rest from the past. You'll be able to release, forget, and forgive. That, my dear, with the Three of Pentacles, will start to make things work for you. And not only that, but you will be able to turn the past into great benefits with the Eight of Pentacles and Prudence, because you've learned so much from your past. Having the capacity to rest and relieve it will allow you to now deal with yourself, with life, with maybe this type of situation, this type of people, or whatever this was, in an intelligent way. The shadow always teaches us something. And when we integrate the shadow with the light, we are able to now get the advantages from the shadow. Like, for example, let's say the shadow taught you some specific strength that helped you cope in a specific situation. When you're in the shadow, although it's helping you cope, it's also not done in the healthiest form, and it keeps harming you. But when you integrate it to the light, you're able to take that strength, whatever it was, patience, strong character, being able to put a strong front, whatever that is, but now to be able to operate it from the light. And so that's what I see with Prudence here. When you release that sadness, that when you forgive that troubled time and see the positive from it specifically, and see the good times in the past, you will be able to integrate the light with the shadow, and you will realize so many advantages about yourself that you're now able to masterfully use it in a healthy way. And that starts making things work, and I say aggressively for you, Mars and Capricorn. And things will work in huge force for you, allowing you first and foremost to manifest the dreams that you have. It will be the new chapter in you identifying yourself as a manifester, someone that nothing stands in their way. This is your equation. You're just finding out about it. You're learning about who you are. And it's time you get in touch with that power. And so you're guided to go through all of this with great silence. You don't want to talk to anyone and tell them, oh, I'm finding out about my power. I'm releasing the past. I am going to start doing this. You don't want to talk about anything. This is all a silent project, a silent, sacred ritual that you will do with your inner child. And this will be the beginning of your journey of bringing to life whatever it is that you want. I wouldn't be surprised that this pile is already aware that they are capable of doing that. But with the guidance of Kali Ma today, you get to tap into that power full force. If you were able to tap into it with, like, for example, 20% capacity, now with that type of healing and guidance and knowing who you are will allow you to tap into that energy in full power. You will become a force to be reckoned with. You will be able to manifest everything that you want, wherever it is in life, wherever you choose to, whichever battlefield you choose to get into. You might not look at first because it's always a new battlefield where maybe everyone goes, oh, that's a new player here in that area, only to be absolutely surprised by what type of energy just entered the battlefield and what force to be reckoned with and what you are capable of achieving in your life. So why are you tapping in a little bit to this energy when you are the energy itself, only to be discovered by yourself? It's your time to rise into that power now, and it's your time. You are ready to forgive and release the past and rest always as much as you can naturally into the energy of gratitude. Make it a daily habit. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see as your message from Kali Ma. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Oh, I just want to tell you something. Whenever you want to manifest something, always tie it to how you're going to use that power to serve others, one way or the other. And that shall help you manifest what you want quicker. If you have your heart there, that'll change everything. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your special message from Kali Ma. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing their names, I always list them down in the description box. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Oh, looks like you've got 2 cards here. Your crystal is the beautiful Lapis Lazuli. Your version of Kali is Kali Kapali. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition. And if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your sign, you can always do that. All right, let's explore what your message is. Shuffle your tarot deck with the same energy as well. What is your special message from Kali Ma? Okay, so you've got the throat chakra with expansion. There we go. Okay, that's really nice. You've got safety. Oh, this is so sweet. Okay. You've got, can you hear me? Wow. I'll tell you why this is so cool in just a second. And you've got thoughts. Oh, that exact card popped up in pile number 2. And so I would say if you were drawn to pile number 2, I highly recommend it. Okay, you've got thoughts. Can you hear me? You've got Lodolite, the siren. What? You have a thought. You have a prayer. You have a prayer and you keep calling, praying for it, and you're wondering if your prayer is heard. Oh my God. And the answer is absolutely yes. Why? Because Kapali means the wearer of skulls. And skulls, as you can see, are they're the skull mala, in which you can call upon Kali using the mala while reciting like mantras, prayers, and knowing that, as you count the beads, of course, and knowing that she can always hear you. Like, wow, she can always hear you. She will always assist you. And in fact, when you call upon Kali Kapali, you have to have 100% knowing that she will never let you down and that your wishes will come true. So what are the odds, right? And in fact, she's always there, making sure she's always there to hear your prayers, to be there by you, one lifetime after the other, one lifetime after the other, one lifetime after the other, in devotion, making sure that she helps you. But do note, when you do call upon Kali Kapali, that's why you have the throat chakra. The truth will come out. And sometimes you may love the truth coming out. And sometimes you may not like the truth coming out. But it's necessary. Just like a medicine. It's just like mother's love. When you feel ill and the medicine, whether natural or not, and it doesn't taste that nice, and you know that, oh no, not that one, Mom, please, no. And the mother has to have that, both the strength to do the right thing and the tenderness to give it in the kindest way. So you will see these two aspects, but nonetheless, you might get a taste of something that you may not necessarily like, or you might like it. You might be okay with it. And at the end of the day, you must always know that it's not punishment. It is there to free you from the very thing that you cannot see or take yourself out of, breaking these limitations so that you're finally free with the very wish you are calling upon. You are asking. There is a wish here in this pile, especially with the throat chakra. One day after the next, please, I wish to have this happen for me. I wish this would happen for me. There is a persistent wish here that you keep thinking about all the time. This is what I wish for. This is what I wish for. And first thing you're getting is that this wish is calling you first. This very wish that you are asking for is calling you first. So you're asking for it, it's drawing you to it. If you're asking a little bit, it is going to even trick you almost into it. So it's translating as what you desire desires you. What you desire is waiting for you, but you must be ready to go through what it takes. You will come out on the other side safe, loved, and protected, but you will also come out of it very strong. So you're getting the message of your wish is absolutely heard. Be ready for a shakeup or what you may not like, but know in every second you're safe. You can always ask for assistance every single time to go through it kindly and emerge anew on the other side. You will need this faith in knowing that you are carried safely and kindly to the other side. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. And I don't be afraid. You know, you want this wish. Even if you tell yourself, no, I don't feel like going through this. I'm not going to have these thoughts anymore. You can't. This is calling you first. I'm not saying this is out of your hands. It's just that something that you are desiring. It's calling you as you are calling for it. It's something that feels so good that you want to experience. It almost feels like a positive experience that you will really honor. Let's get more information about what we're seeing. So do you see my point? Do you see the Hanged Man? It will be an uncomfortable situation. Yes, it will feel uncomfortable, but you will be taken care of with love. It's just like, do we call the tiger a cub as well? I'm not sure. Just like the baby tiger here. First of all, you're fierce, you're up for it, you're just learning to get to the other side. But most importantly, it's like you will not feel like you're alone, you're abandoned. You will feel taken care of every second of the way. It's not going to be dangerous. It's just going to feel uncomfortable, but the energy that you're going to feel is safe, which is very important. Okay, so let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got the King of Cups. That's the after tarot. So this is why the images may be a bit different. You've got the Page of Cups. There's something about an element going back to its element. The fish going back to the sea. Something going back to its natural habitat. Or maybe you going back to your natural you. Not sure. Because there's a shell and you're coming out of that shell. Maybe you're expanding. With expansion, you're expanding your throat chakra. You're learning to expand your throat chakra throughout this experience. You will have strong throat chakra. And a strong heart with the cups. So you've got the Queen of Wands. Do you see? Most important thing that's going to come out of this experience is your strong character, your charisma, how you're glowing, who you are as a person. You know, the most attractive character in tarot is the Queen of Wands. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, the scarab representing great luck. Wow, receiving great luck. And your wish manifesting. You've got the Seven of Cups. Wow, you can see that this person has chosen the two things that they wanted from all of the options that they have. Options that you never thought you would have. Okay, and you've got the Fool card. Right when you thought you were going to fall, you realize that you're comfortable, you're strong. You know exactly what to do, you're relaxed. You are safe in a new environment. And you know how to carry yourself. Okay, let's explore this first before we move on to the next row. So what is this saying about moving to your environment? I feel like you're going to find out who you are, because that's a baby tiger. So a baby tiger does not know its full power yet. But as it grows, it learns who it is. I feel it's the same thing. Kalima is going to take you through an experience that will allow you to go back to your own element, to recognize and understand who you are. Before we see the awesome advantages that you're gonna get, let's discover what this experience is gonna be. Shall we? Okay, let's go. What is this experience, please? That pile number 3 is gonna go through, that they're definitely up for, and they're gonna be safe going through and taken care of. So what is this experience, please? Lover's card. Interesting. The price of your choices. The 4 of Wands. The 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Cups. They're all actually so good. That's really nice. I'm so happy for you. Okay. So 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay. At least I'm seeing it as such. Let me explore your cards carefully here. Growth, growth, balance, balance. There is something about knowing how making better choices allows for leveling up, because you've got a lot of growth here. The 6 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles. How making the right choices allows you to level up. How balance is not just about what you need to directly do, but balance is about something else as well. Perhaps taking good care of yourself, because you've got the 6 of Cups. Yeah, the balance is between the emotion, and the Pentacles are like the things you need to do or the things you need to achieve, perhaps. There should always be balance between what you should pay to get what you want, as well as having great emotional balance. These two together, hand in hand, allow you to get the opportunities and the wishes you are asking for. Oh, so we're not getting the discomfort. But I do have good news for you, by the way. As long as you follow this equation yourself, is you taking that medicine yourself. You see? Always make the wiser choice. Things like, for example, long-term gratification over short-term gratification. Or if you know this is the right thing to do and you are always choosing the right thing to do, then you're on the right path towards it. Because you're already putting yourself into that energy of getting into that discomfort to get what you want. It's exactly like someone who knows that they should, for example, exercise and pick the right food, healthy food, to get great health, for example. And so instead of going through all of the life tests, so to speak, they decide to transform that energy, transmute that energy, and make the right choices for themselves to feel their best. So as long as you're making the right choices and balancing between what you need to pay to get what you want, along with having emotional balance, in your case, you are on the right track. We did not get a single card, in my opinion, that actually shows what that energy is, because you don't, if you follow that guidance, which is obviously something that you can 100% do, you don't need to go through that. It's like put yourself into that energy and make the right choices for yourself, and you shall always be good. Perhaps you already do that, that could be something that you're already growing into. If not, do know that this is your guidance from Kali Ma. If you follow this guidance, this is exactly where you're going. So now let's go back to exploring where you're going. As you follow that guidance of that balance and making the right choices, there's something about you finding yourself. There's something about you finding yourself. I think I need guidance here. Finding yourself. Maybe you're discovering that you're fully capable of achieving what you want, because the Queen of Wands is achievement as well. She's achieved. Let me just double check. What are the cups representing, please? The King of Swords. Power. There's something about returning to your power. Returning to your power. Finding balance again. Yeah, it's like returning to, maybe returning from a past life. Maybe, that's my guess here. You returning your power from a past life. Is this past life like just last confirmation? Page of Pentacles. I feel yes, because the returning, giving it. So I feel like it is that I could be right about returning your power. This is, see, it's a tiger that's growing into a tiger. So you already have this. It's being returned to you. So maybe in this lifetime you had power that you're returning to, or this is a power that you had in another lifetime, depending on what this wish is. You're only returning back to your power. And I feel like you're meant to have this wish. It's tied to you and it's simply returning to you. It's something that's already yours, something that's returning to you. And with that, what I definitely see is that you are going to have your power returned to you. You're going to shine through, you're going to shine bright, you're going to be able to carry yourself well, even in risky situations where others could be on the brink of falling, are feeling super afraid. You're calm, collected, and you're carrying yourself well. And you will have so many lucky opportunities that are hard to fathom. Neither you nor anyone. And one day you are going to have so many crazy good options that you never thought about that you will be able to look at all of this potential energy and think, I like this, I like that. These are the ones I'm going to take. I'm not interested in any of the rest for now. And you will be able to get way more than what you are imagining today, because the Seven of Cups is like wild dreams. You will not just have your wild dream, you will have many presented to you. And one day, not only will this wish come true, you will have so many options in how it can come true and what you can have, that you will pick the ones that you love. There is definitely something about how this experience is allowing you to find yourself again, and how you're going to be vibrating powerfully. And so you're guided to trust the process. And yes, you are heard every single time you made that prayer. You were heard very well. And remember that what you're going through is not a punishment. It's training, and you don't even need to go through it at all, as your cards were showing. As long as you follow the guidance, you shall go there steady and safely. Okay, So now let's continue to see your special message from Kali Ma. You've got the Hermit. Something about the snake here constantly. So you've got the Hermit, shedding skin. Yes. Shedding skin. And how you're going to change. Yes. You keep getting that. So you've got the Hermit. Yeah, we can do that. Right. Okay. You've got the Justice card. The laws of the universe. Follow the laws of the universe. Remember, there are universal laws in place that work on everyone. The ones who feel powerful and the ones who don't feel that power at all. It's a universal law for anyone to apply. Interesting. You've got the Five of Pentacles. There's something about you lacking something here, or feeling like you lack something. Or that sometimes you have it, sometimes we'll find out. You've got the King of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. Oh. I'm picking up something. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, exactly. And the Page of Swords. That with the Page of Swords is the mental, the law of the mind, the law of, hold on, the principle of mentalism. The all is the mind. So Kali Ma wants you to practice this law when it comes to your wish that you're manifesting these days. Kali Ma wants you to know that how you think is what you get. If you think you don't have, it's not going to come, it's hard, it's rough, you get the gist. That is what will manifest. If you think and imagine, draw it out in front of you, live it, that you will have manifest everything that you want, that you are rich in essence. Whatever that wish is, it will come into fruition. And I realized in that very second when I saw the Three of Pentacles, even before the Page of Swords came out, is watching that. You see, there's a statue. And the Three of Pentacles is a card of work. And so it's observing the energy of the manifestation, reaping the harvest as you're working towards it. It's very clear that you are guided to work towards it. And so, along with the other guidance you were getting of making the right choices and balancing between putting in the effort as well as your being in a emotional balanced state, following the law of mentalism will 1,000% make you achieve it. As you watch and work, you will be able to bring it into life. And so your guidance in your reading today is follow that law, that principle, because you have no idea to what extent this magical energy can take you, what places and what manifestations it can create for you one day, to what extent. Follow it and see and experience that energy for yourself. It is energy ready to be used by anyone. Don't imagine the reality that you don't want for yourself ever. Always feel safe in the knowing that you are heard. Every single prayer, it will happen. And so what's in your hand to do is to always imagine it in the way that you want. There's something about putting an inspiration in front of you to constantly look at while you work on it. It could be anything, something that you draw. It could be something that triggers positive, strong thoughts when you look at it. So always have something like that around you, and believe as you look at it every time. Be inspired and believe that you will get it. It will happen for you. And perhaps this is the element coming into the element, what it means. Allow this energy to do its work. You're only, how can I say this? You think it's magic, but you're only putting things in place. And that's how it works. This is how this luck works. This is how your wish hears you. This is how your wish is tied to you. And the more you imagine it, just like the siren, you call it towards you. Or it, rather, pushes you more towards it. And that's how it works. You will be moving towards your wish. This will be your guidance. It will automatically take you towards it. And the interesting thing about your reading is that every step you take towards this wish, this one in specific, will change you at your core, will change who you are. It's your destiny. You are bound to make it there. And remember, it's not meant to be comfortable, because it's meant to change your energy and change who you are. It's almost like you must be a certain way, vibrating in that energy, and changed for the water to go to the water. Oh, I totally get it now. It's like you must become water to flow with the water. You must be a fish to swim in the water. And as such, you must flow in the way that your wish is flowing for you to become part of that energy one day and experience it and have it in your hands. And that's exactly what's happening. And that's why it's a path of transformation where you yourself, you must purge and change who you are, change the old part of yourself and grow and transcend to become and change skin, to become part of the water or your wish. And up there is the energy of way more abundance and things you can imagine in that layer. You were able to channel one of them, part of it, but it's a whole experience. It comes with many things. It's like jumping into the sea and expecting to find a fish, but that's not how it works. There are so many things in the sea that you will marvel at. And so is your dream world. What you're praying for today includes many things that you're not even aware of, that you don't even know to imagine. And so your reading is showing that you will be part of something so good, way bigger and more intense and more beautiful than what you are imagining today. Because what you are imagining is only a little bit of it that you will have in this new life. And there's something about you becoming invincible up to the point where you carry yourself so well, even in what others might feel like crazy situation, absurd to do or be in, where you do it so easily, so effortlessly. You might be thought of as a fool only to be recognized as a great expert who knows what they're doing, who's carrying themselves so well and able to, carry their situation very well, because you've learned to become that person who can do these crazy things and not be afraid. You're not going to be average anymore, because you've become that powerful person that is able to be in that situation. And so follow your guidance on what to do, especially with the mind, and you will be there before you know it, my dear pile number 3. And so this was your reading, your special message from Kalima today. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading.